The trailer for Glitch Productions' new indie animated series, Gameoverse, which is being created by the animation YouTuber known as Rubber Ross, has now officially been posted by Glitch, and it's actually insane. The trailer starts out with this old Game Boy-esque dinosaur game called Gobble and the Lernosaurs, where we see these two dinosaurs, Gobbles and Stegosaurus, who tell this other dinosaur named Bongo Raptor that they apparently collected all 6 of the missing vowels and are now going to reunite them with the stolen captured consonants. Just pretty much going on your average fun game adventure, but then a character from presumably an entirely different game and or world named Kit, who is our main character for the series, shows up just fighting this red robot with guns, as Kit's robot friend Kaboodle, who is actually voiced by none other than Jay Schlatt, just yells at poor Bongo Raptor, asking him where the dinosaurs went. This is such a good opening scene, as it just instantly showcases that something otherworldly is happening and or is about to happen within this world, which I say as in the next scene we see Gobble and Stegosaurus continuing on their game adventure, talking to this Flintstones looking guy named Kremugen, who seems to be the villain of this game, who they then easily defeat by rearranging all the letters that he had stolen and turning it into simply the words "you win." But then directly after this, Kit comes in trying to stop Gobbles from winning the game, before then realizing that they were too late, as a red beam is then sent right through Kremugen, and Stegosaurus is just completely cut in half. And then as they attempt to escape, Kaboodle tries to get Bongo Raptor on board their ship, but then he is also just cut in half as the game sign falls on top of him. They actually do end up saving Gobbles in the end, but his entire world and game is then completely and utterly destroyed, as if someone from the Dragon Ball universe had just stopped by. But then as the group flies away on their ship, the black borders on the screen disappear as the show then becomes full screen, as well as completely changes its entire animation style. Once again, what an opening, just showcasing that this dinosaur world is an actual game within their world, and establishing that for whatever reason these evil robots and probably someone who's controlling them is destroying these worlds, and I guess making it so they're destroyed by winning the game. And they're either starting out with Gobble's world or more than likely have already been doing it, as Kit and the robot were acting as if they had already seen this happen before, which is probably why they are now attempting to stop it before, as Kit said earlier,
We're too late.
it appears that she's gonna be seeing some other worlds get destroyed in the near future though. But we then see them fighting more of these robots, one even sitting on a throne, who seems to be our main villain of the series, who's actually being voiced by none other than Chris Sabat, who voices Vegeta from Dragon Ball. Actually such an unexpected and crazy voice actor to have in this series. But we then see Kit and Gobble on another planet, and then some sort of scanner, probably the villains looking for them, or possibly Kit and her friends looking for other life forms to save, before we then see the villain shout to not let them on the planet. So it seems he's quickly going to become aware of our main characters and the fact that they're trying to save these worlds, and is gonna be making it a lot harder for them to do so, sending in even more robots for them to fight, resulting in at some point Kaboodle to seemingly sacrifice himself and Kit to now go on a journey to find him before the villains do, whilst Kaboodle will seemingly be going on his own side mission in the meantime, facing off against this giant shark with a crown and meeting this dolphin character who will probably be another main character. But we then see Kit fighting off against this big spider robot whilst wearing this cool yellow mech suit, before we then see Kaboodle and Kit reunite by hitting the dap up of the century. The trailer then ends with this hilarious clip of Kaboodle just getting mad at the shark he was seemingly fighting against earlier in the trailer, calling him useless, and then being surprised by the fact that he could shoot fire. This scene just perfectly encapsulated Schlatt's humor, and shows that whilst the series is clearly going to be serious and dark as hell, it is also going to be extremely humorous and comedic in all the best of ways. This series is looking actually awesome. All of the characters seem super interesting in their own ways, and the overall concept and plot is just so intriguing and makes me crave to see more and get all the information motivation and lore behind whatever's really going on, I can already guarantee that she's gonna have some super traumatic backstory, and I am fully here for it. But nonetheless, that's going to be the end of the video, so feel free to let me know what you thought about this trailer down in the comments below, as well as consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more cartoon and animation news, and I'll see y'all in the next one, whenever that is.